Hello,
Welcome to our podcast. My name is Kai Ling,
and this is Jack.
and we have decided to name ourselves RE Talks.
RE Talks,
Yes,
right?
RE Talks.
So RE stand for?
Real estate. So we're going to talk
fantastic.
everything under the sun about real estate, be it in Singapore, maybe overseas one day, but we're going to talk all things real estate in this podcast. So today, Jack and I are going to talk about resale versus new launches.
Yes.
It is a very popular topic among Singaporeans or residents residing in Singapore. So let's see what we're going to discuss about today.
Okay.
So Jack, do you think which one is better, resale or new launch?
Well, my point of view is that because I would prefer to have a resale unit if I'm a buyer. So after maybe I upgrade or downgrade or right size, I just want to have a place to stay. So yeah, resale is good for me. Have a physical feeling of the unit itself, even the levels and what is the eyesight of it, and also where am I looking at. So I mean from the balcony side and also the perspective. Do we have any afternoon sun? Would the unit be hot after that? I do feel like new launch unit are really good in terms of a lot of things are new. Like anything you want to say about it?
So personally, I like new launches because a lot of times everything is new.
Right.
So you're gonna get, when you get your keys, you have brand new house with brand new appliances, with a brand new function room, brand new swimming pool, brand new gym. Everything is new in the house.
That's right.
So a lot of time in new launches as well, I find that the layouts are a lot more efficient, well designed. So you don't have planter boxes, you don't have funny corners, you
That's
don't have
right.
bay windows.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, so that's for new launches. But of course, saying that we do see that some new launches prices can be a bit higher, or sometimes a lot higher than the surrounding neighborhood.
That's something I want to ask you.
Yeah, resale cases.
Yeah. Don't you feel that the price is really a little bit out of reach sometimes for you to actually consider for purchase a new launch?
I think it
Purchasing a new
depends.
launch,
It really depends on what you're looking for. So you did point that out earlier, a very good point where if you need something that's more like tangible, you want to see something more
Oh, yeah.
physical. Resale, of course, will provide that. Well, these days, if you want to go and see a new launch, you have to go to a show flat
That's
or
right.
sales gallery.
Correct.
And a lot of time in the sales gallery, you'll be wow with all the
Fantastic. All the renovations.
very nice. Like everything
Yeah.
is blinking, everything shiny,
Yes,
sparkling.
yes.
So the developer's job is to, of course, wow you when you enter the show flat.
Okay.
Show you the best of the best
Okay.
in terms of the layout, the interior design, the amenities,
Yep.
I would say the glitz and the glamour of the condominium itself.
For sure.
So, but every time when you go to a new launch condo, you won't see every single floor plan displayed for you, man.
No.
A lot of times, maybe it's only one or two, or even three layouts. Maybe a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom, or a 5-bedroom. Not all floor plans are sometimes available in the entire show flat. So it really depends. So that's why a lot of times when it comes to new launches, you buy off plan. That means you're buying based on the floor plan itself. But of course, you can confer back to the show flats to see what kind of materials you're gonna get, the appliances you're gonna get, and hopefully when you collect your keys, it'll be pretty similar to what you had in mind.
Okay, so that means if I go to show flat, I will be able to experience a certain part of the unit I'm going to get, right? Like the flooring, what are the colors, and also what are the materials, and also talking about brand new things like home appliance. The show flat is actually given to you is all those optimum feeling of your unit. Of course, like what you said, we are not going to experience all those floor plans because it's only like because of the size of the sales gallery. Sometimes it's only 2 units we can display. So that's some of the things that hinders of certain people like me maybe cannot get a physical, the tangible feeling of the unit itself.
So yes, when it comes to new launches, need a bit of imagination.
Right,
So that's
right.
what I tell clients. Buyers are protected. Everything is written in black and white on your sales and purchase agreement, SMP, or the PDI, which is your purchaser documentation and information documents. All are written very clearly inside what will be provided for you when you sign on. When you sign to buy a unit today. In your Annex A, which
Okay.
is the floor plan of the development, it's of the unit you are purchasing, the breakdown, the sizes, how many square meters per room, how many overall size in the entire house, as well as maybe in sometimes the Annex B3, where it's again repeated, where you can see the entire development or your entire units.
Wow.
Area breakdown, the living room how big, the bedrooms how big, toilets how big, your kitchen how big, all these are written quite clearly inside.
Fantastic. Actually, without you telling me all this, I don't know that. But thank you so much for pointing it out.
Okay.
Yeah, and also talking about new launches. Yeah, price is one part, finance. I do understand that for resale purchases, you are actually dealing with bank, lawyers, and the lawyers is actually instructing the bank to do the disbursement of the bank loan. Right now, the TDSR
55%.
Right,
Yes.
55%. And you can loan to value is 75% based on the valuation of the flat, or should I say the unit. If we are talking about 1 million kind of quantum for the loan, will be about 3,000 to 4,000 down payment. Installment, right? So for new launches, I do understand it's a little bit different.
For new launches, is what we call the progressive payment scheme.
Understand?
The PPS.
Okay.
So for progressive payment scheme, it works like this. Today, if let's say you enter into the show flat, you are interested to purchase a unit, you give a 5% down payment first.
Okay.
5% of the house price.
All right.
So within 8 weeks, within this period of time, after paying your stamp duties, you have to pay a 15% down payment.
Okay.
So with the deposit of 5% initially and the 15% down payment, that makes up of your total 20% for the house.
I understand.
Now, then depending on when you enter into the purchase of the house, if let's say it's the very initial stage where foundation is not done yet, you don't have to pay anything else. Once foundation is done up, then you have to pay the 10% of the foundation, which is the 10% of the house price, which is the foundation stage. So once architect verify that the foundation is done up, it will tell the lawyers will tell the banks, please disperse 10%.
Okay.
Now then, depending on how much loan you're going to borrow, if you're going to borrow a 75% housing loan,
okay,
that means for the foundation stage of 10%, first half, 5%, you still have to pay cash, which is CPF or cash of 5%.
Understand.
And then the remaining 5% can kickstart your bank loan.
Okay.
If you're going to take a 75% bank loan LTV today for your purchase.
Wow, sounds interesting. That means the disbursement of the bank loan is only kicked after the core of foundation, should I call it? Core of foundation completed.
Yes, correct.
So that will be a 5% disbursement of the bank loan. So
if you take a full 75% loan.
Understand. So we are doing this illustration as 75% bank loan, right? Loan to value.
So your initial installment for the 5% on the foundation can maybe chalk up to only a few $100s every month.
Oh,
Can be as long as a year until the next segment of the progressive payment comes in, which is maybe reinforced concrete, another next 10%. So the next 10% then maybe will bounce up your monthly installment from a few hundred maybe to a low 1,000, 1,001, 1,002, depending on how much you buy.
That is very different with resale purchase, because resale purchase is you straight away you will start with the down payment.
The full 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay.
So for progressive payment, it depends how much the developer builds. The more it builds, the bigger your installment will be. So that's why it's progressive. So when it comes to TOP, you only pay up to the full 85% of the house.
Got it.
You still are not paying the full installment yet.
I see.
1 year from TOP, 1 year from collecting your keys, or 1.5 years, or could be earlier, once the developer receives the CSC, which is what we call a certificate of statutory completion, deeming that the condo is defect free, the lawyers will then say, okay, please pay up the remaining 15%. And that's where your full installment kicks in.
Okay, so that is actually we are looking at maybe after the CSS, that would be quite long, right?
Okay, so maybe from the start of your purchase, let's say if you do buy during launch day, day one, until TOP maybe 4 or 5 years down the road, plus another maybe 1 more year, for example, then that will be your full loan installment in 6 years.
Okay.
So that's why progressive payment has this power, I would say, that you are able to leverage on. You don't have to pay full installment today. You slowly pay up and build your capital, because sometimes maybe you need the capital for something else for the moment.
Understand.
Then slowly build up your capital until when it comes to key collection, until it comes to CSC at the last stage. Okay. Then you pay up the full installment.
Understand. So that means the cash flow will be quite comfortable to a lot of audience that is not so burdenish in a sense, right?
That's correct.
Okay. For resale, we do understand under the lawyer, for all the payment I make, let's say I'm a buyer of 1.5 million condo, all the money will be deposited to an account called CV buy account, conveyancing account. So it's actually some sort of like a fund that is putting inside that account. Only the buyer and the seller's lawyer use the both key to open it, so that they can move the funds around to maybe pay for certain maybe for seller's bank loan to do the redemption for the final completion.
All developers have to open up a project account.
Okay.
So a project account works this way, where any money pertaining to the development, that means let's say today you buy condo A, you pay up the monthly installments or your progressive payments for condo A, all this money will go into the project account. This is to protect the buyers, so that in case if one day the developer decides to run away, the money will still be there for the buyers to take back. Now, the project account is monies are only allowed to use the development of that project. Back then, many years ago, what happened is that developers decide to use project A money to continue building project B.
Okay.
Then after that, project B money that's collected, they're going to decide to build project C. But then becomes nobody is protected.
Yes.
So today, your money in project A will only be used to the development of project A.
Got it.
Project B only for project B's development. That's it. So that's why your money will be safe and locked for that project itself.
Yep. There are some people that are making quite a significant profit out of their unit that they bought. So is there anything that you can tell us as an insider, what are the secrets when we are selecting all those projects? Or is it all projects are able to make such amount of money?
So when we come to new launches, for me, when I tell clients, I always tell them three things. You must find the right product.
Right product.
At the right price.
Right price.
At the right location.
Right location. It's not location.
Not just location. There's another two more factors people forget. Because you can have the right product.
Okay.
In the right price.
Alright.
But in the middle of nowhere. With no MRT, no bus, no amenities, does it make sense? No.
Yeah,
Also,
you give me that location, I also don't want.
Or maybe if I give you correct location.
Okay.
The correct product.
Okay.
But the price is 5 times the cost of our neighboring
it's also
condo.
Don't
make sense.
Yeah, correct.
So that's why you need all three factors: the right price, the right product, and the right location.
Okay.
So now let's talk about how pricing works in most developments. In Singapore, most developers, what happens is that during launch day or during the preview stage, they will try to make price more attractive.
Okay.
So they will try to sell it as low as possible with as little margin as possible. So once they manage to get a certain number of percentage of buyers in, they will slowly stagger up pricing.
Understand.
Once they hit another percentage again, they will up their pricing again. So this is what we call developer stage pricing.
Understand.
The developer push up the pricing for you on paper. If you were the first owners or you're the first few buyers that enter in before they up the prices, you will get a lot of paper gains until the day that they sell out. Sometimes in certain developments, we will see discounts, festive discounts or seasonal discounts. So like Chinese New Year just passed, we got Chinese New Year discounts. Sometimes some developers have like year-end discounts or even 11, 12 discounts as well.
I saw it.
So doesn't mean you buy the later stage you lose money or you don't make money at all. Not true. You must know when to enter. That's why, as I mentioned, you need to have the right price.
Okay.
You know when is the right price and when is the right time to enter as well. This is when you need to do research. You need to do your homework. You need to find the correct agent to bring you around. So because if you know you are interested in a certain product, you need to know what's in the area. Is there any good malls in the area, shopping malls? Is there any good schools in the area? Where's the nearest MRT, the nearest bus stop? What are transformation in the area as well?
Transformation.
Yes. Transformation is when the government decides to put in billions of dollars to rejuvenate or reboost the whole area. So all these are free money for your development to make sure they grow.
So meaning that if there is a transformation, likely there will be an influx of population in terms of.
Generally, if the direction of the government is to increase, let's say, the number of homes in the area,
understand,
or increase the number of commercial aspects or office buildings in the area,
there will be a lot of new population coming in. I mean, new people coming in, new faces coming in. Of course, there will be eyeballs to be drawn into that transformation as well. So people will pay more attention to that area, right?
Yeah. So if we take, for example, the Greater Southern Waterfront right now.
Yes, I know that.
Yes, the Greater Southern Waterfront right now is a transformation that is currently ongoing. Slowly, we'll see the ports along the current port area in the Tanjong Pagar area slowly move out.
That's right.
Towards the Tuas side, and all those areas will then be future homes. The thing is, new launches going to take 4 to 5 years.
Oh yeah, that
or
waiting
more.
period.
Yes. But if you are someone who needs a home right now, if you need to move out from your house, you got a child coming along, you need to send your kids to the primary school in the area, then no choice. Resale is something that maybe you should consider. But doesn't mean that resale don't make money.
Okay.
Again, the same twin concepts. As long as you buy the right product at the right price at the right location, you can make money even if it's a resale development.
Yeah, talking about resale units, if I'm going to buy it, it's actually another perspective is that because I want to use it as one of the investment instrument, so maybe I can just rent it out. I will be able to source all those units that is so-called undervalued, that the rental is able to cover my installment plus a little bit of cash surplus. So there will be a positive cash flow coming in every single month. That's also some of the perspective in the term of investment. Of course, the price must be right. And also you're able to know your neighbors as well.
No, that's true.
Yeah. So these are the things I might consider as a resale buyer. So that are the things that compared with new launch maybe is actually a pro.
Well, I would have to agree with you. Resale do have advantages like that. You don't have to wait. You can know who your neighbors are. You can feel the house. You can see the direction for sure. You can definitely know the direction of the sun, how it comes in the morning, how it goes in the evening. So resale do have advantages like this. But again, there is no right, no wrong. It really depends on what you are looking for today.
That's right. So actually one of my clients bought Park Star, and it's not at the first launching stage. It's just post launch a year later. I think they commit in 2020.
Okay.
So back then that price is 1,650.
That's a good price.
Yeah.
That is a very good price because you can't find that in Park Star right now.
Okay. And you know what happened? Actually, the client greeted me back. I think 2 weeks ago, and just show me a picture that they captured from URI. I think somebody sent over to them. You know what happened is actually the recent transaction for PSF is 2,000 to around 2,000.
Wow. Record gains of 300 and above. Yeah, that's
they
very
are
good.
Just I think 2 years from 2020 to 2022, and it's just beginning of 2022.
That's very, very good. So I'm very happy for your clients. Again, right price, right product.
Right price, right product.
Right
Although
location.
The price is not really that, I mean, during the launch period, but compared with all those RCR projects, so they are actually I think back then it's still relatively low compared with all those entry price that the new launches. It's one of the lowest, and also looking at the quantum itself, so right product and location opposite MRT station, and that's what they want actually. There will be transformation like what you mentioned, Paya Lebar Air Base, influx of new transformation for that area will be residential and also commercial, which is 5 times of Toa Payoh estate, right?
Yes, correct. So that big transformation is going to help boost the entire, I would say, the Eunos region, the surrounding areas of Paya Lebar Air Base.
Understand.
So I'm very happy for your client.
Thank you.
So, well, they're going to do resale soon already, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Maybe another 1 more year when the seller's stamp duty is up. Because right now, I think they bought in 2020.
Yep.
So there are still seller's stamp duties that they have to pay up if they're going to sell now. So maybe wait a while more.
One thing consider that is called holding horizon. We are looking at the holding period. How long we are going to enter and see how long we are going to hold it.
Typically, how I ask my clients is that, are you looking to hold for 5 years? Or are you looking to hold for 10 years, 15 years? Because it's going to be very different on how I'm going to introduce what product will suit you better.
Understand.
Because if, let's say, you are only interested to hold 5 years, typically, I would not recommend for you a freehold condominium. Because a freehold condominium, as we all know, it comes with a little premium as compared to their neighboring 99 years lease.
So that means my initial cost will be slightly higher compared with 99 years old, right?
Yes, but if you do a person who wants to invest in a freehold development, definitely go ahead. But maybe your holding power must be a little longer.
I understand that.
But also saying that I'm not going to recommend you to any ABC product that's out there. We need to do a comprehensive calculation for you. A comprehensive analysis of your financial standing firstly.
Understand.
What is your project horizon? What do you want to do in the next 5, 10, 15 years? And then is there any contingency plans that you have? Do you have emergency savings?
Okay.
If let's say you get retrenched,
Yes.
like the COVID period that we just went through.
Yes.
What happens if we get retrenched, and can you afford to still buy the house? Can you still afford to pay up the monthly installments?
Yes. The holding power.
All these are very important questions that you need to plan out very clearly so that you know what you are doing and whatever things happen your way.
So it can be risky in a certain perspective, right?
Yeah, that's why you need proper planning. With proper planning, you are well planned out, you are well set no matter what comes along.
Yeah. So if you got any question or you are in doubt of your financial planning or in terms of due diligence check for buying a project, you can actually check with us.
Yes. So we do comprehensive, tailor-made studies and reports for individual clients.
For sure. Yeah.
And free. They are absolutely free.
Yes.
So you don't have to pay any money for this. Just let us know. And we'll meet up with you, over coffee, at Starbucks, anywhere, at your own convenience.
Yeah.
And we'll provide you the comprehensive report and make sure that you are clear on what you need to do before you make your first purchase.
Yes.
Because buying a wrong house, or at the wrong price, or at the wrong location, that's it. You can spend the next 20 years of your life paying for that mistake.
Oh no.
So please don't make such silly mistakes without consulting us today. I think that's it for our topic on resale versus new launch. There is no conclusion to this. There is no right, no wrong.
No.
Which is better, which is not as good, because it really depends on what your portfolio is today. So, my name is Kai Ling. This is Jack. So thank you for listening to I think this is our 4th podcast on RE Talks. We finally got a name for this. So please do support us by liking, sharing, subscribing, and let us know any topics you like us to discuss and talk in this RE Talks.
Yeah. See you next episode.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.